Get out of my way, Keen. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. Today I'm going to do something slightly new in that I'm going to be doing You Asked. So I'm basically going to take one comment out of each video, the newest video that I upload, and I'm going to help you guys with a particular problem that you might have. So today's question was by Trax Josh. His question was basically wanting to know how to detect when a player builds an iron golem. Now, this is not something that is actually in the game itself you can detect. It is a mechanic you need to build. Okay, so let's have a look how to do that. There's only 3 commands that actually make up the detection of the actual creation of the golem. Now, there is no scoreboard objective that'll say, okay, give me a score when I create an iron golem. We need to think about this like a bit creatively. Like everything in Minecraft, when you want to do something, you need to think a bit outside the box. Now, what we do have, we can detect when somebody places down iron blocks, and we can detect when somebody places down pumpkins. Okay, so as you can see on the scoreboard there, you can detect that. Okay, and that is exactly what we are going to be using. Now, I'm only going to be using the detection of the placing of pumpkins, okay, and not the placing of the iron blocks. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is every time I place down a pumpkin, you'll see my score on the side there goes up. Okay, so let me just quickly add this, turn this on. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm going to be executing, so I'm going to be running a command off at all players that has a minimum pumpkin score of 1. I'm going to test for a village golem within 6 blocks of them. Now, the test for is the easiest way to explain this. I mean, you can do anything to that golem. You can give it a score, you can tag it, you can do anything. But for this explanation, it's easy just to show you a test for at entity villager golem within a 6 block radius. So the moment I place that down, I'm going to be looking for a golem within a 6 block radius. Okay. Now you'll see this block looks a little bit different because this is actually a conditional block, which means this command will not run unless the previous command has been successful. So if I successfully find an iron golem, I'm then going to be doing a set block. Now this doesn't have to be a set block. Okay, this can just be a say do something. Okay, so it can just be a say command. Okay, so if we then, for example, create an iron golem. All right, let me just put it over here. Now look at the bottom, look at my bottom here. When I do that, you'll see it says do something. Okay, so that is just your action. What will happen when you have successfully detected a player actually creating the golem? So that's what's going to happen. But you'll see what I've done is I've actually made it do a set block so that I can run a whole bunch of commands. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm going to be removing the pumpkin score from all players that has a pumpkin score. Okay, so that just immediately sets it. Now this all runs within 1 tick, so it is instantaneously that this actually runs. Okay. Okay, now obviously there is a cheat on this. So, and if you were clever, you would have noticed it straight away while I was talking. So when I create a golem, anytime I place a pumpkin anywhere near that golem, you'll see that it'll actually flag me as having created a golem. Okay, so that is why I said that this method, the first method, is only if you are you have limited resources that you give the player and you're in control of it. If, however, you want to make this on a server or you want to make this a bit more foolproof, you only need to add 1 more command. So let me just quickly turn this off and turn this on. Okay, now when I create a golem, all right, let me just do that. You'll see everything is exactly the same, but when I place another one of these, nothing happens. Okay, right, so that is just by adding the 1 line of code. So what I'm doing is, okay, I'm actually executing at all players. So all players are running this command. Okay, I'm going to then look for a villager golem that is within a 6 block radius of me. Okay, and I'm going to add 1 to a timer score for that golem. Okay, so if there's a golem way over there outside of 6 blocks of me, I am not going to be adding to their score. The moment I come within the range of a golem, I'm going to start adding 1 to their scoreboard score. So just to show you what that is, scoreboard objective, set display, sidebar, and we're going to go timer. Okay, you'll see that at the top there where there's 748, okay, well, the moment I come closer to the golem, you'll see that it'll counts up and counts down. Now you can actually refine this a lot more so that it stops, but I just want to keep this simple. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be adding it. Then the commands are exactly the same. Okay, score execute at all players. It's got a pumpkin. Test for at E, but this time I'm going to be adding a score timer equals 1. Now what that means is it's going to only test for a golem that has a score of timer 0 to 1. Okay, if it has a score of a timer 2, it is not going to detect it. It's going to flag this as not being detected. Okay, and then it's exactly the same. Do something and then remove the pumpkin. Okay, so that's it. That is as simple as it is. So now when I create a new one, you'll see that it'll immediately notice that, it'll pick it up, but the moment I place anything else, it won't. Okay, guys, if you have a difficult question or problem that you want answered, do ask the question in the comments. Quite often people will actually answer you back in the comments, somebody else, but if it's a question I feel that deserves a video or needs a video, I will make a video in You Asked. Okay guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Yeah, and as always, I will check you all later. Dude. Staying alive, ha, 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 ha. I don't actually know where this comes from, but never mind. Staying alive. Okay, there's actually a bigger one over here. Staying alive, ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Oh dear.